So you are the one that wanted to take Liam away from me. He left me for you, you dumb fool. Kira shouted at Mira with so much anger and hatred. But he said you guys are no longer together, Mara stammered, looking so scared. He left me because you showed up, you dumb fool, Kira shouted at Mara. Then she saw the necklace on Mara's neck. As she reached out to take the necklace off her neck, Mara shouted, "No, no, no, please, no!" But it was too late. Once upon a time, in a quiet village called Zuriland, a beautiful place and peaceful people, they are surrounded by sea and there are a lot of fishermen that lived in the land. Everybody in the land of Zuri knows how to swim because from a small age, they are being introduced to water. There lived a man called Liam. Liam was a very handsome young man and rich too. He is a gold merchant. Everybody in the village loves him. He is easygoing, peaceful, and charming. But one thing about Liam, he loves the sea. In his quiet times, he loves to go to the sea and meditate. After his businesses in the evening, he will stroll down to the river paths. He will sit down close to the river and meditate. During his frequent visits in the river, he never knew that a mermaid always watched him. The mermaid's name is Mara. Mara is a beautiful mermaid. She always comes out during the cool evening because she knew that Liam will visit. Liam never knew. Liam never saw her. She only admires him from a far distance. She was in love with him even before she met him. Back in the sea, Mara was in her abode inside the sea. She explained to her sister about a certain man who always visits the riverbanks and she is in love with him. The sister warned her, "You know mother will not love this. Mother forbids us from meeting humans." But she was adamant. She was already in love with Liam. On that fateful day, she could not hold it anymore. She decided that she wants to come to the land and dwell among the living so that she can get to meet Liam and fall in love with him. When she told her mother was furious. The quick mother said to her, "I forbid you from seeing any man, any human. Not in my lifetime will you ever do something as foolish as falling in love with a human being." But Mara was far gone. She doesn't listen to anything the mother says. She was determined to come to the land of the living and live as a human so that she can be able to be close to the love of her life, Liam. Then after the mother cautioned her and forbid her from leaving, she went to the sister. She was crying. She begged the sister to help her. Then the sister, out of compassion, decided to go against their mother's wish and help her sister, Mara. On that fateful day, she gave Mara a necklace with a pendant of a fish, and she warned her never to take it off her neck. She said to her, "When you get to the riverbank, wear it on your neck. You will turn to a human, but make sure that this necklace never leaves your neck. Any day you take it off, you will turn back to a mermaid." She was so grateful. She was happy. She hugged her sister. Then she bid her sister farewell. Mara left her kingdom. She came to the riverbank towards the evening when Liam always visits the riverbanks. She removed the necklace from where she hid it and wore it on her neck. Her mermaid tail disappeared. She was able to walk, but she was naked. Then a little boy fishing with the mother saw her naked. The boy rushed and took a cloth and brought it to her. She covered her body. The little boy's mother, Ma, was surprised. "What is a beautiful lady like you doing without a cloth? Where did you come from? I have not seen this face before in this community. Who are you? What is your name?" Mara told her, "My name is Mara. Our ship wrecked and I have nothing to wear. I lost everything inside the water. Mma was full with compassion. You lost everything. I'm so sorry, Mma said. She said, it's okay, but I'm happy that I am alive. Then Mma gave her a wrapper to cover her body. Then when she was fully clothed, that was when Liam strolled down to the riverbanks. When Liam got to the riverbanks, he was about to sit down and meditate as usual when his eyes fell on the most beautiful being he has ever seen. He couldn't help but admire Mara. Then he decided to say hi. He got to her and introduced himself to her. Mara only pretends that she doesn't know who he is, but she had already fallen in love with him before he met her. Mara also introduced herself and gave Liam the cooked up story of their ship wrecking, why she was the only one that survived. Liam felt pity for her. She told Liam that she was going to reside in this land. Liam was happy. Liam welcomed her and took her into the bustling city of Zuriland. Liam helped her to get a house of her own, helped her to get some few things because she told him that she had nothing. She lost everything she had in the river. Liam got her a place to stay, got her few clothes, everything she needed. Then Liam bade her good night as he strolled down to his house. When Liam got to his house that night, he couldn't help but savor on the thought of Mara. What a beautiful being she is, he said to himself. I have never seen such beauty. He was already falling for her. She was calm, outspoken, beauty, and very thoughtful. She was also smart, he said. What else can a man ask for? He thought to himself while he brimmed with joy. Mara, on the other hand, lay down on her bed. As everything feels strange to her, the bed, the couch, the cooking wares, even the clothes. But she couldn't help but distract herself with the thought of Liam. His scent, his smile, his fragrance, his masculine body. She was so in love with this guy. She slept off with the thought of Liam in her mind. As the days turned to weeks and weeks turned to months, Mara got acquainted with the humans. She was such a lovable girl that everybody in the village fell in love with her. Her smile, her soft spoken words, her beauty. She was so much of light that everybody in the village knows her. But danger lurks around and she knows not. Kira, Liam's girlfriend. Liam broke up with Kira long time ago because of her materialistic nature. Liam told her he does not want. But Kira came back, begged Liam that she is a changed person. Liam accepted her back, but he was no longer in love with her. Then when Mara came into the picture, Liam told Kira that he no longer wants the relationship anymore. Kira was furious. Who is this person that is stopping her from all the good things she is enjoying in the hands of Liam, she said to herself. Then she heard the story of Mara, the most beautiful and radiant lady in the kingdom. She was pissed off. Who is she and where did she come from? Why has she come to reap from where she did not sow? Kira said to herself. She was all about the money. Kira loves materialistic things. Her beauty, her bags, her clothes, her jewelries, money. That is what Kira is about. Then comes Mara, who wants to stop her from all the good things she is enjoying from the hands of Liam. She never loved Liam one bit. She only loved the idea of Liam's money. Now, Mara is here to spoil her plans. Kira said to herself, if I can't have Liam, then no one can. She went ahead to plot on how to adopt Mara. She sent out hoodlums to adopt Mara. Mara was adopted from her home. She was taken to an isolated area where no one passes inside the forest. Mara was scared as her mouth was tied and her hands were tied too. She could not help herself because she has no power outside the water. When Kira got to where Mara was kept, she stared at her with so much hate in her eyes and voice as she said to her, "So you are the one that wants to take my man away from me." But he broke up with you," Mara stuttered. Kira replied and said, "He broke up with me because of you, dumb fool." Kira fired at her. "Now you are going to pay dearly. You will regret ever stepping your foot in this land," Kira said to her. Then Kira glanced at the necklace around her neck, and Kira said, "You still had the guts to wear a necklace, right?" Mira shouted, No, please don't." But it was too late. Kira already had her hand on the necklace as she drew it out of her neck. Immediately, in the presence of everyone, Mara turned back to a mermaid. Everyone was shocked. "What is this?" they screamed. "A mermaid? She's a mermaid! She's a mermaid!" The men shouted. Kira was shocked. Then, the shock disappeared from her face and a mischievous smile appeared on her lips. Immediately, Mara turned to a mermaid. She needed to be close to water because she is no longer a human being. She was struggling as Kira ordered the boys to tie her up inside a fishing net and put her in a cage while she went ahead to call Liam. Kira took Mara to the riverbank where she hung the cage on a tree while the villagers gathered and stared in shock. Nobody believed. Mara, a mermaid? Some said, "We knew it. We knew there is something different about this girl," while others pitied her and some laughed at her. Then Liam came to the riverbank and he saw an unforgettable sight of his life. He saw Mara inside the cage, hanged on a tree. She is a mermaid. Liam couldn't believe his eyes. He had to scoop some water from the river on his face to be sure of what he's seeing. He was so shocked. Does it mean he has been dating a mermaid? He could not believe his eyes. Mara saw him. All she could do was cry. She could not believe what is happening. She remembered everything that her mother had told her about the humans. The mother told her that some humans are good, while some are cruel at heart, and warned her to stay away from the land. But she did not listen. She was in love with a human. Now see where it had landed her, she said to herself in agony. Liam could not stand the sight. He ran away. He ran as much as his leg could carry him. Mara is a mermaid. He fell on the ground and started crying. Kira was so overjoyed. All her plans and schemes were to embarrass and disgrace Mara in front of the whole villagers. Mara was heartbroken, but Kira was overjoyed. She called it the best moment of her life. Then after the whole villagers have gone, Kira brought down Mara from the cage and said to her, "I will teach you a lesson of your life. When next you come back to this life, you will never dare to take what belongs to another woman." Then she ordered the boys to hit her with a stick. The boys hit Mara on her tail. They butchered her mermaid tail. Blood were flowing out of her body to the river. As they hit her with the stick, Kira, who was so extra with wickedness, had to pick up a cutlass and cut off Mara's tail. Mara screamed in pain. She was broken with pain. Her scream shook the waters. Her scream reached the ends of the earth and beyond. Her sisters, her mother, everyone heard her scream, but they stared at her because she was weeping from disobedience. Liam heard her scream from where he was crying. "Mara," he said to himself. "That is Mara." He rushed down to the village river. When he got there, he saw no one else but Mara, her tail butchered, her blood covering the stream. As she pants lifelessly, Liam held her and cried. He doesn't know what to do. He was confused. He asked her, "What should I do? What do you want me to do? Just say something," he shouted. She could not speak. Life is leaving her gradually. Her strength is gone. Liam only sat there and held her while he cried. He was still in shock, but the love he had for her was overwhelming. He loved Mara so much with everything in him. He held on to her. Then she pointed towards the river. "Take me to the river. Take me to the river." Liam had no choice than to carry the remaining parts of her into the waiting arms of the river. As the sea covered them up, he realized that Mara is nowhere to be found. He sat in the bank of the river and cried. He searched for her everywhere. He swam. He entered the water. He could not find her. Meanwhile, Mara's sisters came for her and they took her away from the arms of Liam without him noticing. Liam cried and called on Mara. Every day he comes to the riverbank to look for Mara. Back in the waters, Mara's sisters tended to her, the mother, but she couldn't do anything because she had warned her daughter to stay away from the humans. But she disobeyed her, and she paid dearly for her disobedience. Mara was tended to. She was treated in her kingdom, where her body parts grew together again. But she remembers her final moment with Liam. She felt the love that Liam had for her was real. Despite of what he found out about her, he still came back. He still held her. She knew deep down that Liam loves her so much. And the mother knew too that the young man loves her daughter, because every day he comes by the riverbanks searching for her everywhere. When Mara recovered fully, she said to her mother, "Liam loves me so much and I want to go back, this time with your blessings. Let me live among the living. Let me live like a normal human being. Please, mother, do this for me." The mother was confused. How can these people do this to you and you still want to go back to them? She said to her mother, "The wickedness done to me was carried out by one person, not all the human beings. Everybody is not the same, mother. Please, allow me to go back and live with the love of my life." The mother saw that her daughter genuinely loved this young man called Liam, and Liam, in the other hand, genuinely loved Mara. Decided, if you're going to live with the humans, then you have to be a full human being. Then the mother gave her the powers to be a human and to be a mermaid whenever she wants. On that fateful day, Liam came to the riverbank as usual. He only sat there and think about Mara and the love they shared, their happy moments, the promises. Then suddenly, he noticed a shadow covering him. He raised up his head and looked. Lo and behold, Mara standing in front of him. He screamed, "Mara, is this you? Am I hallucinating? Is this you, Mara? You came back. You came back, Mara. You came back," he screamed as he hugged her. He hugged her so tight, not wanting to let go. The people at the river gathered. Everybody was happy to see her in a human form because she brought so much light and grace to Zuriland. Her presence ushered in a lot of prosperity, goodness into the land. Liam married Mara. They gave birth to two beautiful twins, a boy and a girl, half human and half mermaid. And they live happily ever after in the land of Zuru. Kira, on the other hand, was struck by lightning near the river bank. Her wickedness finally caught up with her as she died a miserable and painful death. Now you see, obedience, they say, is better than sacrifice. Comment what you learned on the story down on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.